Dur şunu izleyelim. Merak ettim ben.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
My name is Billie Eilish. This is getting out of hand. I am Billie Eilish. I'm doing this shit till I'm 90. So, get ready for it.
I think it's October 18th, 2017.
It's October 18th, 2018.
October 18th, 2019. October 18th, 2020.
I'm 15.
I'm 16.
I'm 17. I'm 18.
I have 257,000.
I have 6.3 million.
40.7 million. 67.5 million. Where are these people coming from? Like, that's my question.
The most followed person that follows me is Chloe Grace Moretz.
Katy Perry, maybe.
Justin Bieber. Ariana Grande. My baby. With 204 million followers.
It's a picture of me and Charlie XCX.
Isn't it the one about me smiling?
10 million?
That's a lot.
5 Grammys. Won 5 Grammys.
Wow, I will be 18.
I never thought I'd be 18.
Hopefully I look fly.
What is that quote? Will I have accepted the things I cannot change, and will I have changed the things that I cannot accept? It's a good thing to think about. What changes, you know? What endings, what new beginnings? Oh gosh, that did not age well.
Kamerayı sağa üstüne koyayım. Ha doğru.
Girl, please. Talk about what's gonna change, what's gonna be different in your whole life will
korona.
But not just you, everyone, because coronavirus.
Evet,
definitely not where I thought that I would be currently, but I'm also not mad at it. I'm very, very lucky to have had this year play out the way it did, because for a lot of people it was literal hell, and I am very aware that I have been pretty blessed for the fortune that I've had this year, even though the year has sucked. It's still, you know, whatever. We're alive. So.
Evet ya, harbiden sene bitti. Allah kahretsin, bak düşündüm, geçen düşündüm, dün düşündüm bunu. Oğlum bitti bak. 3 aya tekrar Mart olacak. Tekrar here we fucking go again oluyor. 3 ay ya, 3 ay kaldı oğlum. 3 ay.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't really have any free time, but then I also kind of, it's weird, I contradict myself because I kind of don't really like having a day off because I get off the hustle. I get out of the groove, you know, I get out of, like, my vibe. I hope whatever amount of off days I want next year, I get. Like, if I want 100 off days next year, I hope I get that. I hope I'm listened to. That's basically it.
I really said 100 days. 100 days, I said.
Ne diyor oldu?
Oh, bitch, you got what you wished for. You happy? You happy? Cause, damn. This is the most amount of time off that I've had in, 5 years now. I think that goes for a lot of people, but that was even true for like the first month of quarantine. You know, we had 3 weeks off and I was like, wow, this is the most time off I've ever had. I can't believe it. It's so great. It's like a free vacation and we'll go right back out on tour in a week and we'll be fine. And clearly we were all wrong with that and we look like clowns now. But I will say I have made and created things that I don't think I ever would have created without this period of time. This amount of time and this just
evet, herkes ama bak bu şu anda şey gibi olduk. Mesela ilk 2 ay çok herkes o kadar şey değildi, depresif değildi. Abi evdeyiz, evet yatıyoruz, uzun zamandır tatil yapmamıştık, dinlendik, şey yapıyoruz, yeni şeyler, ekmek yapmayı öğrendik, bilmem ne, Instagram filan. Şimdi artık baydık, şeye döndük yani. Yani kendimi bıçaklayacağım. Anarşi, kavga. Artık yani. Yani artık bu şaka bitsin.
I would like things to be normal though. Again, I would like that. But I will say that I'm
ya şey gibiyim. 3 gündür dışarı çıkarmaya golden köpeği gibiyim. Duvarı yiyeceğim yani sıkıntıdan.
I'm grateful for what it's given me. I really wanted to go on that world tour We started it, got 3 shows in, canceled, flew back home. I really wanted to get a Lamborghini.
You better have a Lamborghini.
It's not that I couldn't have, there were so many other things that were so much more important. There's more people to give that money to. There's way, way more, and I cannot stress it enough, way more important things going on than a fucking Lamborghini. So, the one thing I have now that I did not have a year ago is my little pooch puppy Shark. Shark, Shark, come here.
Oo, çok tatlı.
This is Shark.
What a good doggo.
My son. He is so silly. Look, oh, he's wagging his tail. This is Shark. Didn't have him a year ago because he's only 8 months old. All right, I'll let you go, bud.
What a good dog.
The people that support me, my fans, which I don't like to call fans, my family, Finishing this album and doing the most crazy shows I'm capable of doing in the next month. Maintaining my happiness, which I've been experiencing for like the first time in many years. I want to stay happy. That's a big goal for me. So cute. I love that those are all very genuine. Those were 100% what I was feeling very strongly.
Family.
It's so weird, like, what we take for granted. Like, I would never have thought that I wouldn't be able to do shows one day, So much time spent.
Evet, yani bu senenin mesela röportajı çok daha farklı. Tamamen şeyden dolayı, koronadan dolayı. Çok enteresan bir şey ya, yani pandeminin.
Not even be legally allowed to do. Like, that's what's crazy to me. The shows are like the one thing that I feel like I've ever been good at. I know that sounds stupid, but it's like the only thing I've ever done that made me feel like I belonged. Maybe it's cliche, I don't know. Lord, keeping my family safe and, staying up.
Ben bu aralar hayvan gibi spora gitmek, dışarıda yemek yani böyle yürümek falan istiyorum, delireceğim artık.
Honestly, everything. I really can't even think of one thing. Like, all the things that I felt like mattered most a year ago matter less. All the things I felt like mattered the least a year ago matter more. I learned so much more about just the way people are living that I wasn't aware of. Climate crisis and social injustices and, kind of all the bad things. And I think made me think differently. It's not like I wasn't aware, I just learned more and thought about it differently and, was more open to learning. And it's been a crazy year.
People think I'm pregnant. A lot of people thought I was pregnant for a second.
That I sold my soul to Satan. There's this picture of me like running from my car to my brother's front door on like 110-degree day in a tank top, and everyone's like, damn, Billie got fat. I'm like, nope, this is just how I look. You've just never seen it before. So that's like the most current one, but whatever. I don't know. I think that's not really for me to decide. I think, yeah. The reason people are looking up to you is because you're you. They're not.
Bu arada ben harbiden o tırnakların nasıl kırılmadığını anlamıyorum.
So that you'll tell them something that you would never actually tell them. They're looking up to you so that you tell them something that you would tell them yourself. So I love having kids relate to me.
Yok abi bak takma bilmem ne tamam ama yine de kırılır yani.
Anything I want to do that. So it's
gerçek olduğunu yani gerçek olmadığını biliyorum. Yine de kırılır.
Not sound like I'm bragging. Sometimes I'll catch myself in a conversation with someone.
Ya bak yenisini takıyordur kısmı değil arkadaşlar. İş yapamazsın. Yani telefonu nasıl çalışıyor? Telefon çalışmıyor.
Acting like I'm in an interview. And in interviews you're trained to talk about yourself and not ask the other person about themselves. And so I'll catch myself in
İş yapıyor mesela yapıyor arkadaşlar yani. Amele gibi durmuyor ki.
I'm being interviewed. I'm acting like I'm being interviewed instead of acting like I'm talking to a human being. Such a good point. I will never stop talking about that. I'm glad that I was definitely aware of it a year ago. I feel so much better about it now. I was so insecure about where I was, so I felt like I was always having to prove
Adamantium, değil mi?
What I did and what I do and like who I am and whatever. But something about it getting bigger and bigger makes me almost more comfortable not proving myself. For a while now, I've been really having an identity crisis a little. I think it was December. I did some like radio show performance, and the entire show I felt like I was pretending to be Billie Eilish. Like I felt I completely wasn't looking at myself as myself. I was just like totally seeing it from not my own perspective, and it was so weird. Happened multiple times at like award shows and whatever. I felt like a parody of myself. I've felt a little bit better about it lately. It's just like you forget, like I'm literally 18. It's funny that I'm expected to have found myself and stick with it. You know, it's like, you know, I'm trying.
İşte para mutluluk getirmiyor diyeceğim ama getiriyor arkadaşlar şimdi. Yani para mutluluk getirmiyor denin yeteri kadar parası yoktur. Ama yine mutsuzluk da oluyor. O ayrı bir şey. O ayrı bir şey. Para kesinlikle mutluluk getiriyor. Sizi getirmiyor diyen yalan söylüyordur. Ama mutsuz da olabiliyorsunuz.
Personalities and
o da ayrı bir şey.
And clothing and shoes and like I'm just trying it all out because I'm like a growing fucking girl. I've definitely had like moments of
yani paran olsa da mutsuz olabiliyorsun.
But every time I do it, I kind of like stop myself because I'm like, this is so weird. You know, I've had some conversations with Bieber about this where we just, you know, talk about the craziness of our lives and whatever.
Aynen. Para nihai mutluluk getirmiyor.
Those
Aynen.
Are some
çok
people
doğru.
That I feel like have really shown me support and like, you know, even like Katy Perry told me that I could reach out to her whenever and talk about it because it's crazy and, you know, that's really important and I think it's good. Gaga has said it to me before. It's, you know, it's nice to hear from people that like have gone through this and know what it's like and went through the shit of it and went through the amazing parts of it, and it's like it's nice to hear people with me. But at the same time, like no matter like how many people are there for you and have gone through similar things, it's like nothing ever happens twice.
A tattoo maybe? No face tattoos. The only two tattoos I want to get are the ones that barely anyone could see.
I did get a tattoo. But you won't ever see it. I did what I said I'd do. What do you expect?
Okay, well, I looked at my phone. That's what I did this morning when I woke up. I looked at my phone. I think I made myself a burrito for breakfast with a gluten-free tortilla.
Sabah kalktığında da burrito yemezsin var ya, yok olursun.
Then pooped. That's what I did. Hey, it's the first thing I did, dude. You asked.
I looked at my phone. That's what I did. I looked at my phone. Classic day.
Face recognition, like there's no home button. What the heck?
They've made monograms crazy. What the hell is a monogram? A hologram is what I meant.
It's crazy that you can charge your phone by like putting it on that little disc.
Robots, dog, like please. Robots doing stuff.
Bu arada Amerikalıları çok kıskanıyorum. Mesela hani ben böyle Lego'yu filan gider olarak gösteriyorum, vergi olaylarını filan anlatıyorum diyorum ya. Bak robot dog deyince aklıma geldi. Offline TV giderlerini arttırmak için robot köpekten aldılar. 110.000 dolar. Düşün. Düşün yani. Düşün. Ben de Lego alıyorum. Siz bana hala şey çekiyorsunuz. Çok Lego alıyorum. Köpek çekiyorsunuz bana. Robot köpek de alabilirdim. Ne yapacağım? Şey mi alacağım abi Türkiye'den? Etli ekmek getiren şey mi getireyim? Robot mu alayım? Ne alayım?
Don't let him come out here.
Honestly, the news is so bad I can't even. Oh yeah, Beyonce had some twins, and she still looks fly.
Kehlani's pregnant.
Greta Thunberg, honestly, she's been fucking kicking people's ass.
Literally, that Trump might lose. Like that's it. And that's not even a guarantee. I guess a positive thing would be that a lot of people that...
Abi bu arada Trump hala her gün dava kaybediyor. Her tarafta dava açtı herif. Bu Amerika seçimlerinde. Aday olan, tartışmalı olabilecek battleground states dediğimiz, eyaletleri dediğimiz yerlerde. Her gün 3 tane 4 tane dava kaybediyor. Her gün. Mesela bir tane seçimin tekrar sayılması için 4 milyon dolar para vermiş. Seçim sayılması oluyor. 550 tane Biden'a yeni oy çıkıyor. Tersi oluyor.
Say that they've never voted are voting for the first time. That is huge news. We have hope, at least, is what I want to say. I think that gives us some hope. That gives us something. And maybe an opportunity to get better.
I'm pretty afraid of people dying. Not me dying, but like the people around me dying. The people I love dying. Or
Çok
being,
gergin bir şey
you know,
söylemiş.
fatally
He's fucking
injured
Batman.
or
Covid. Tahmin etmiş.
you know, some sort of brain damage. It's just something that would change them drastically, or yeah, that would really be. That's probably my biggest fear, is the people I love like dying.
It's tough because that at the time was like kind of an irrational fear. That was kind of just like an overthinking fear, and now it's actually a real thing to fear, because people are losing their loved ones, and now it's like actually a real possibility. So it's just about staying safe. Honestly, same for a year from now, because
Harbiden Amerika'da hala maske, yani
and that is in
bu kadar
itself terrifying.
Bu arada evet, bizde de çok rakamlar böyle ekstrem bu arada. 30.000 bilmem ne yapıyoruz. Evet yani çok fazla 30.000 de. Yani Amerika'da maskenin politize edilmesi. Biz en azından maske takıyoruz. Biz bazen çenemize falan takıyor olabiliriz. Yani çeneden nefes alan insanlar falan var da. Ya 30.000'den daha fazla da neyse. Yani abi yani biz en azından biz maskeyi kullanıyoruz en azından. Yani evet yani biraz biz bir rahatlamış olabiliriz ama en azından maske konusunda mesela bizde yani 3-5 kişi dışında hiç kimse ben maske takmayacağım falan diyen yok bizde. Amerika çok ayrı yani. Amerika'da cidden çılgın atıyorlar yani adamlar ya. Yani bazı eyaletlerde oğlum direkt adamlar maske takanı dövüyorlar. Direkt maske takanı dövüyorlar yani. Çok enteresan. Biz çok rahatladık. Evet, biz çok rahatladık. Yani bu şeyde çok belliydi. Ben zaten Amerika yine hala hep evdeydim. Ben bir çıkmadım ama yani Instagram storylerinden millet böyle piknik yapıyor, bilmem ne yapıyor. Dışarıda herkes bir şey takılmaya başladı, her şey normalmiş gibi davranmaya başladı. Ben de duruyorum böyle. Lan ben evdeyim. Ben mi geri zekalıyım olmuştum? Değilmişim. Değilmişim. Dün akşam Twitter'da yeni yasakları protesto ediyorlardı. Yani. Evet, yaz gelince bir rahatlama başladı bu arada. Tabii hala gezenler var ya. Yani bilmiyorum ya. Ben şeye çok katılıyorum bu arada. Para cezası yani Türkiye'de bence bir kuralı en iyi uygulama yöntemi para cezası abi. Müthiş bir şey. Türkiye'de bir kuralı uygulatacaksan para cezası vereceksin. Ben mesela trafik cezalarının 3-4 katına çıkmasını istiyorum. Mesela bu sağ şeridi var ya hani emniyet şeridi. Emniyet şeridini kullanırsan illegal bir şekilde 5.000. Bak bakayım bir daha kullanıyorlar mı? Bomboş, yemin ediyorum var ya, bomboş olur. Çiçek açar orada. O kadar eminim. Çiçek açar. Ya olsun abi, olsun. Bir kere ceza yeseler yeter var ya. Bir daha olmaz yani. Yani olsun abi, yani olsun. Yani anlamıyoruz, yok yapamıyoruz yani. Beynimiz yetmiyor yani. Yani trafik cezasına bu arada yani ben okeyim yani trafik cezasının Maddi duruma göre de. Hayır bak, maddi duruma göre dengelersen o zaman güzel olmuyor. Daha sonra şöyle bak, bence o dediğin de güzel bir şey bu arada. İsveç'te galiba öyle bir şey var. Ama bir minimumu olması lazım. Hani bir minimumu olsun. Hani minimum da yüksek olsun. Öyle diyeyim. Hani minimumu mesela 6K 7K olsun ama gelir düzeyin mesela yüksekse yüzdesel olarak hesaplansın. Finlandiya'da galiba öyle. Evet evet, şeye de katılıyorum bu arada. Gelir düzeyine göre de yükselsin yani. Caydırıcı olsun, evet. Yani çünkü biz trafik konusunda, ben trafik konusunda bunu düşünüyorum. Diğer şeylerde de düşünüyorum da, yani trafik konusunda özellikle kimse cezaları siklemiyor abi. Siklemiyor. Direkt adamın umurunda değil yani. En sağdan gittim, bilmem ne yaptım. Carçut yaptım. Yok yani. Yok. Evet, çünkü başkasına, bazılarına 5K koymaz abi. Ben veririm, sağdan giderim diyor. Go bır diyor herif direkt yani. Yani kesinlikle şey olmalı. Bazı şeylerde.
Especially with like the unknown of what next year looks like.
Being Apple's up next artist.
I did Ellen last week, Jimmy Fallon, so many festivals. I just sold
Polise
out.
selektör yapan var.
Arena tour, had a #1 single, biggest selling album of the year.
5 Grammys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Performed at the Oscars. Met like every celebrity that's ever existed, and it was the most overwhelming, insane, surreal thing I've ever experienced. I went to the Brits. I won a Brit. It was amazing. I performed.
Sosyal hizmet cezaları birleşimine. Ona da katılıyorum. Sosyal hizmette bize bir şey soracağım. Bize sosyal hizmet cezaları var mı? Yani büyük, yani var tabii ki de, sosyal hizmet cezası var da uygulanıyor mu bu aktif bir şekilde? Yani tabii ki de legal olarak var ama yani uygulanıyor mu kısmı asıl soru. Mesela o da hayvan gibi güzel bir şey. Acayip güzel bir şey bence o. Mesela sağ şeritte mi gidiyorsun? Çiçek idik. Toprak kaz. Hani hem para cezası öde hem de çiçek dik. Sokak temizle. Yap abi.
And the orchestra to record it, completely surreal and amazing. I started my World Arena tour, and then, you know, the world kind of...
Mesela en nefret ettiğim şeylerden birisi. Otobanda çöp attın. Allah'ım. Allah var ya, bütün çöp kamyonun arabasına dökesim geliyor. Deliriyorum. En nefret ettiğim insan tipi ya. Camı açıyor, çöp atıyor. O çöpü var ya böyle roketle geri gönderesim geliyor.
It died, but before that, you know, it was quite a year. It started off very strong. Then other things happened, and you know, we went to tons of protests. We fought for people. That was a big thing this year too. Huge accomplishment, I feel like. And we will never stop fighting. I will never stop fighting for you, Brianna. I will never stop fighting for all the black and brown people that have lost their lives to police brutality and literally just racism. Never gonna stop fighting for you. Ever, ever, ever. I will do what I can. And I stand by that. You know, I have such a huge platform. Like, why would I want to waste that? Yeah, it's easier to say nothing, but it's like, that's not gonna help anything, and it's not gonna, I don't know, I don't get the point of silence. I think there's a difference between silence and processing, and I think that is like a big thing that people need to understand, is that you gotta think through what you're gonna say it in the right way. I think it's really important to speak up, but also be respectful. You know, it's been a year of just trying to speak up for everything you believe in and fight really hard. You know, there's nothing else to do. Like, why wait until you experience it to fight for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, just fight for it already. I hope that we have more years of fighting, and I hope that something fucking changes.
Asıl kısa kısmı o.
Brockhampton. Tierra Whack is sick. My favorite artist is techno.
I've been loving some Arlo Parks. Honestly, Ash Nico has some slams, like I can't even lie to you. I fucking love the Strokes album that came out, the most recent one. TikTok songs are burned into my brain, but you know, it is what it is. That's what 2020 is. Some of them are good though, so I'm, you know, whatever.
My family, I'm always talking to my family, always. Every second of my life. My mom and dad still come on tour with me. Phineas still comes on tour with me every day.
Pretty much every day. We're always together, always talking, always
family.
Whatever. It's
Hani
great.
feminist bizlik yalan söylüyor.
I'm so lucky to have my family right now. Not only with me, but like well and alive. It's been fun. It's been good. It's been good. You know what I'm about to say.
Fruitvale Station.
I am
single. And about to turn 18. For the first time in my life, I don't feel the need to be with anyone. I don't have my eyes on anyone. I'm not in the mood. And I'm totally fine with that. Same shit. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite part of the last video.
I'm in pretty much the same place. I don't have a boyfriend, and I'm happy. Like I'm not worried at all. I love it. I'm not opposed to anything. I'm
Arkadaşlar şansınız olabilir demek bu.
You know, pushing anything away or forcing something. I'm just
birisi like, öyle dedi. Single dedi. Chat'ten birisi gaza geldi. Single dedi abi. Single. Abi duydun mu? Single diyor. Single diyor abi. Haberin var mı? Chat'ten biri gaza geldi.
Which is great. So it's a good place. I'm still with 17-year-old Billie.
Fashion is like the main one. I love fashion. I always have. I want to direct videos. I want to have my own clothing line. I want to have my own everything. Lots of cars. Such a car nut. Little girl. That's super cute. Well, once again, I did it.
Yeah, fashion is still my expression. I definitely am not as like interested as I used to be in designing as much as I was, because I think there are more things that I like doing.
Bu arada
than
yani geçen sene de konuşmuştuk da bu kızın en büyük şanslarından birisi daha yani helal olsun diyebileceğim noktalarından birisi delirmemesi. Yani manyak birisinin olmaması, yani düzgün bir insan olması. Yani çünkü 16'sı da değil, daha gençken 15 iken bu kadar büyük popüler birisi olmak çok zor bir şey. İnanılmaz zor bir şey. Ve işin güzel tarafı hani videoları izledikçe de daha böyle kafası düzgün, daha böyle beyni yerinde olan bir insana vardığını da görebiliyorsun bu arada. Yani gittikçe hani senelerden senelere izleyince de daha böyle yani hani Millie Bobby olabilirdi yani. Bu şeydeki Stranger Things'teki Millie Bobby Brown muydu neydi, o olabilir yani. Şimdi Millie Bobby Brown'a bakıyorsun, buna bakıyorsun. Yani Miley Cyrus zaten o Britney Spears yoluna gidiyor.
Curating and stuff, but I still am like very in charge of my clothes, and I have a clothing brand, so there you go, a little bloche. I direct my own videos, Billie. I do. Yes, you got what you wanted.
I used to think the industry sucked because I was miserable, and it wasn't my team's fault. It was just where I was at the time, and that's why I thought that it was that. I just feel like the industry is thought of as this like whole cult type thing. It's like this big, like I always see these fucking trolls online, like the industry is where all the people sell their souls to the devil. Like, whoa, that's very taking it far. Like the fucking people in my comment section, holy shit.
So true. I feel the same way. Everybody's kind of like made to hear like the industry and go like, fuck the industry, you know. For some people it's totally true. Some people have terrible, terrible experiences. I had a couple experiences where I was like, this is some bullshit. But it's not like the industry does it. It's just the people around.
Ama yazılım öğrenmesi
and I
şart
also have been
orada.
really lucky to have the team that I have. and that I have had since the beginning. And yeah, there's some weirdos, and there's some weirdo groups of people that you just kind of gotta get away from. But it's just about knowing your people and knowing your boundaries and like who you trust and stuff.
I want to learn that it's all worth it because it's tiring as heck.
The shows make it worth it. The shows and the supporters. I was taking it for granted, and that makes me really mad, and I don't want to be, and I just was.
So true. So true. Yes, it's worth it for sure. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely. I would not change it for anything else. I can finally say that it's worth it. But you can't just be like expecting it to be worth it. You gotta like change some stuff around, make sure you're happy, make sure you got what you need, and then it will be worth it, yes.
Having the approach that no one's had. Trying to write something no one's written.
See, that's why I'm still bad at it, because that's what I was trying to do. I kind of have no idea what to expect. Like last year, I thought I knew what the...
Çok güzel bir interview ya. İnsanın böyle gelişimini görmek çok enteresan bir şey bu arada.
I was so wrong.
I have gotten so
Fortnite
much better
eventi saat
at it.
11'de gece.
So much
12'de
more
pardon.
confident in my
O
writing.
11'de ben
I
yayını
feel
açacağım
like I
büyük
know
ihtimalle.
myself better.
2 yayın yapacağım bugün.
I'm better at advocating my opinions.
Yok mu Fortnite'da 90'larımız bum bum bum böyle.
I think Phineas and I have just like seriously just like really got
Galactus geliyor
we do it so
bugün.
fast.
O eventi izlemek istiyorum abi.
Like a month ago or something, I was just
yani
we were just texting the
normal Fortnite eventinden de yüksek bir şey bu.
Another song done. So I'm so much better at it. I'm so
Yani bildiğim
I
bayağı
love it
bildiğim
so much
Fortnite'da
more. I
Galactus
actually
geliyor,
really do
tokat
enjoy it
atacak.
now. And I do
Phineas
feel like
abisi
I'm
evet.
pretty good at it now. To be honest with you.
Galactus ne? Marvel'daki. Hani böyle bütün gezegenleri diye emen abimiz var ya o.
I think there was like 14ish. Blank, blank, blank, blank. Like 4.5.
Right now I have 16.
Uf,
We've been working and I love them all. I love all of them. The first month I was incredibly uninspired. I don't know why. I think it was just very overwhelming and scary. And I think after like that first period of time when came and went, I got so inspired and creative and like just like made music that I don't think I would have made. My brother and I, like I don't think we would have even made it at all this year.
Judge me, please.
I don't, and then one word, fucking no. It's my style. I don't know.
Billie Eilish parody is my style.
My brother's my best friend. My brother's my best friend. My best friend is Phineas. But he is also my brother.
We got Drew, we got Zoe, we got Laura, we got
Sattı kardeşine.
We got my family, my brother. Those is my best.
Sattı.
Maybe like once a week. I might be safe if I go to Trader Joe's. I went to Trader Joe's, did not work. I also tried Costco, which I thought I'd be safe at, and that didn't work. Fuck's sake.
Public? What is that? Public, I have not been in at all since March 11th. There were definitely moments in this quarantine where I forgot that I'm me. I was taking Shark to like a dog play group with the rescue place that I got him from. You know, I was like, I didn't even think about it because we had so much nothing for so long. I didn't even think about it. I had like my full like green like right there, full like, you know, wasn't covering anything except obviously a mask. And I was like walking in and there was this car full of people and they were like, and I literally like looked behind me. I was like, what are you looking at? I like forgot, totally forgot. But it was nice. It was really nice to see people. Like before COVID at all, like I don't go in public anyway just because it's a complete disaster.
Yeah, it's a bad idea to do, but I have Googled myself.
Only just the titles because they're what's funny. Like I'm not trying to see myself on like Twitter. That is a no-go. Oh my gosh. Don't want to see that because that shit is mean. I look myself up to like laugh, but I really don't want to actually see what's being said. But it's good for a
Çok
good
güzel
laugh.
video ya bu.
I don't know if I'm more confident. I just think I know what I'm doing more. I think I'm less confident, actually.
I feel like I'm probably the most confident I've ever been in my life. I don't think I've ever been more confident than I am now.
Yep. Totally true. That first year, I was definitely just like,
aynen, kendini aramaya bırak, yazılım öğrenseydi daha gibi, kendine daha
We all know that second year was rough.
2018 biri çok depresif bu arada, evet. Biz bunu canlı yayında izlemiştik bu arada.
I think that's still probably the most confident. I haven't like
2018 olan çok depresifti. Yani feels fucking bad
COVID
yani.
has made me less confident in myself just because it's made me stop.
Çok net hatırlıyorum yani yayında izlediğimizi ve yani şey demiştim yani. Kız bitmiş dedim yani.
But I definitely was really at my peak a year ago. I was really peaking. Happy girl.
Paranın insana etkisi.
16-year-old me to...
Yani şöyle bir şey var. Paranın insana etkisi değil. Çünkü Billie Eilish 2018'de de zengindi, 2019'da da zengin, 2020'de zengin. Yani o zenginliğin o noktadan sonra bir farkı yok. Yani paranın etkisi değil bu. Yani kızın bir ergenliğini atlatması, iki kendine barışması biraz daha.
To remember who her best friends are and remember who the people that care about her the most are. And not throw them away for somebody else or for something else.
Oof, that hits hard.
Evet, olgunlaşma biraz da.
Knowing the situations that I was talking about. God, how do you prepare someone for this year? I think all I would say is just like, enjoy this. Don't take anything for granted. Don't ever come off stage during this year and think, I didn't really like that show. Nope. And by the way, I'm never doing that again. When shows are allowed, every show is gonna be the best show I've ever done. That's that.
Sure, come here. Come here.
Ya köpeği çok tatlı.
All right, bring in the mom. This is my mom. She is sick as a booty.
I don't mind. I can stay here that long.
I love it. I love it too.
Hello, baby.
His grandma.
I love you so much. I love you so much.
I miss being on the road with her, and I miss seeing her do her shows because she's so incredible. But I have loved being home with her.
Don't take your parents for granted, people.
Halbuki değiştiremezsin de kullanabilirsin mesela, hesabına çok sıkıntı olmaz. Çok güzel ya bu röportajlar. Acayip güzel yani. Bu ne? Neko Arena oyunu. Çok teşekkürler şu Bodybop. Eyvallah. Sağ ol. Bir dakika gösterebiliyor muyum? MMO değil. Eyvallah. Çok teşekkürler. Bende bu yoktu. Yani olmayan 1-2 oyundan birisi bu. Sağ ol. Eyvallah.